All right, welcome to the Knackered Golfers podcast. Just got done viewing the Saturday edition of the Fortinet Championship, and I had a great time. Met some folks over at the 11th tee, and I just sat at the 11th tee for most of the afternoon. I saw all of the afternoon groups come through there, and I think it might have been that hole is at Silverado is pretty special. I think it's a pretty you kind of don't know what the wind is doing. I don't know if it's reminiscent of the 12th at Augusta, but I don't know. The wind was howling through there, and we had snowing oak tree leaves coming down on the tee, and there was a few times where the maintenance staff would come in with their blowers and blow off the leaves, which was nice. I sat with a couple that their son is the superintendent at the North Course at Silverado, and I can't remember their names off the top of my head. I will remember them. I will put that down in my Knackered Golfers podcast episode. And then I sat with they were on my right, and then on my left was a great couple from San Mateo, and they were a wife and husband that just love playing golf together, and their family plays golf together, and they just were having a great old time, and we had a great time, and I was working with the guy on my left to help me with the commentary of the hole, what the golfers are facing on their downhill birdie putts for birdie on the 11th, because he had played there, and he was so cool. So had a great day at the Fortinet Championship. I don't know, I think the coolest thing and maybe the most spectacular thing might have been on 18T when I was behind Max Homa and Danny Willett coming down, and they were the last group of the day, and so there was this kid, could have been a high school golfer, that after Max Homa hit his shot, he yelled out, "Light the candle." And I got it on my recorder. I don't know if I'll use it or not. But Danny Willett had a shot on 18 where he looks like he hooked it a bit to the left, and he may have gotten some cart path roll on his shot. And I remember catching up to him on his second shot at 18, and he was significantly farther down the fairway than anybody else, I think. And he may have had a shot that was probably within 250 to 225 into the green on 18. He may have been closer, but those guys can hit those mid-irons so far. It's immaculate how they hit those shots. But anyway, I was sort of behind him on the second shot at 18, and he hit a great shot into the green. It was sort of, he hit it over the green, so he had to get relief from the back of the what do you call it? The temporary immovable obstruction, the TIO relief. And it was cool to see that, but I had to get out of there to get back to the bus, to get back to the parking lot. So had a great day. Followed a player that was doing he did really well in the tournament today on Saturday. His name is Paul Haley II, and he had a swing. I was watching him on the range, and oh my God, he's the second coming of Jeff Sluman. Second coming of Jeff Sluman. Had an immaculate swing. He was from Dallas, Texas. I think he's a new graduate off of the Korn Ferry Tour, and this could be his first PGA Tour appearance. But he shot 6 under today, which I think is 66, and he had a great day. He had a really good day out there. I was following him for like 5 holes, but he was he lit it up on the probably coming into the end of the front 9 and probably into the second half, the back 9. I think he birdied 11, but I don't know. He ended up shooting 66, and then on his drive on the 18th, he sort of hooked his drive a little bit left, and so his ball ended up in front of the 11th tee, and we were watching him. It's like, oh my God, there's the guy that I was following, Paul Haley II. So he got out to the fairway again, and I think he may have bogeyed the 17th and 18th. but he was on track to shoot maybe 65 today, or 64 even. But it was great to see him. And Sahith Thagala out there, and he was great to see. Somebody was talking in the 11th tee area. He went up to parallel and then stopped, and then sort of reset his swing because somebody was talking and making noise. So that was cool, calm, and collected on him to be able to do that. There was a few folks. I saw James Hahn. I saw Matt Kuchar and James Hahn with the whole tweet thing. I was like, okay, he's walking across the putting green with the phone in his hand just to sort of maybe avoid any sort of confrontation by anybody. After that tweet that he made. Oh, man. Anyways, this is going long. Who cares, man? So posted some pics on the Forge Golf Appreciation page, and I'm gonna work on this for a few weeks to get this out there, and got some great content with my recorder out on the course with sound effects and crowd reactions. It was just great all around. And then I got back here to the parking lot, lickety split, no problem. Everybody did a great job out there. The course was immaculate. I heard that the course was really dealing with really hot temperatures during the heat spell that was last weekend and the week before. And I have a feeling that the heat is coming back. So this is a break in the heat for Northern California, and we're going to get some more heat later. It is September, but it's supposed to sort of die down supposedly middle October into November. So hopefully it'll cool down within a month, and we'll be all warm and cozy to watch the 49ers play football and NFL in general. So thanks for, and I got to see Roger Maltby in the morning, and got to see Tony Navarro, who was still caddying for Nick Watney. And I saw him, and I went over, I just said, hey, Tony, great to see you. And he was really thankful and happy to receive my my hello and what do you call it, the encouragement kind of thing. And Nick Watney's from Davis and Dixon, and good to see him. Bo Hostler was out there, and I wanted to talk to him for my podcast because he was out on the range alone, hitting balls at the end. I wanted to talk to him about the 2012 U.S. Open, but he said, no, I can't. I'm doing stuff. It's cool. He was cool. We had a good conversation, kind of like, hey, you were in contention in Houston back in, I think it was 17. I didn't know the exact year. He knew what it was. I saw JJ Spawn on the range after the round. And then the caddy for Alex Noren was out there. His name is Mark Crane, and he's from Scotland. And I asked him to talk to me, but he was, I understand he's with the boss out there, and so he was dedicating his time to the boss, and that's fine, no problem. And then I just had a good time. Great. Saw Ricky Fowler for the first time. Oh gosh, seeing him was cool. He was, really, he had a really big following him. He had a special security detail behind him. And that's about it. Max Homa and Danny Willett had some special security. Hideki Matsuyama was out there. I didn't see him. I wish I could have. I wish I saw Harris English as well. But anyway, had a great day all around. So I'm going to go have some dinner at the Black Bear Diner. We'll see you next time.
Come on, people. Come on.